Hi everybody, my name is Kim Nguyen and welcome into my channel. I am the American woman who's going to be doing a special reaction to BTS's latest hit called Butter, except this time it's the dance practice. If you're new to my channel, I create videos mainly aimed at Americans who are new to BTS or the K-pop genre. So in each of my videos, I'm going to explain a little bit about the artist and a little bit about the music so we can share information together. And of course, if you're just curious or just stopping by to check things out, I also welcome everybody else who's interested and just stopping by to say hi. And of course, I always have to acknowledge and welcome my fellow Army because I'm a new Army, and so this is my journey to get to know BTS is through all of their music and live performances and of course their dance practices. Butter, during the July 2nd through 8th tracking period, secures a 7th consecutive week at #1. This week's streaming count notably tops last week's mark by a whopping 49.6%. The gain is attributable because in part to the new performance videos that they have out, for example with Music Day performance, and Sirius XM hits #1. And in addition to topping its own mark from last week, Butter convincingly outperformed any other track this week. And of course, Butter continued its reign over the Billboard Hot 100s. It was BTS's second all-English song and was a dance pop track with the band's distinctive bass line and a crisp synth sounds. Now the choreography was a combination of group and unit dances. It became the most viewed song on YouTube within hours. The song garnered 113 million views in 24 hours, breaking the record of their earlier released another English song called Dynamite. You may have heard of that one. Also, BTS's Butter set a new record with 10 million views on YouTube in just 13 minutes. Also within the video itself, which features the guys, of course, showing off all of their moves in the big studio, while their second English single is a more casual than the official visual. Now, while practicing their choreography, BTS were dressed in comfy street clothes as opposed to the very nice sleek outfits that the Butter video, and were all smiles during their energetic dance. But there's even more to celebrate with BTS. YouTube confirmed that the video for Butter, which arrived on May 21st, smashed 2 records in the first weekend. No surprise for us anymore. Numbers provided by the streaming service revealed that a record with 108.2 million views. The previous record holder, well, of course, BTS themselves with their single hit Dynamite, which originally set the record with 100.1 million views. Now the other YouTube record was for peak concurrence. Butter earned more than 3.9 million and again replaced Dynamite, which set the record in August with more than 3 million peak concurrence. Now the choreography shared in the video appears to be moves that the septet offered up at the Billboard Music Awards on Sunday of May 23rd, 2021, where they performed Butter, remotely of course from South Korea, and for the first time. And in addition to giving fans the joyful performance, BTS were big winners that night, triumph in all 4 categories for which they were nominated. That includes the top selling song for Dynamite, the top social artist, the top song sales artist, and the top dual/group. BTS's Butter, according to Korean media reports, revealed that the performance of Butter will have dance subunits along with group choreography. BTS's Butter choreography was noted to focus on, quote, maximizing the story of the lyrics, according to Korean media reports, and to alleviate the stage performance, the choreography will have a number of special features, including the group dance that shows their, quote, perfect teamwork for each subunit dance that shows cool attraction. In a recent reaction video that was none other than a trio of well-known BTS's fan and their fellow colleagues that included their own performance director, Sun Song-duk, also producer P-Dog, and of course singer Lee Hon. And I forgive me if I pronounce any of their names incorrectly, okay? They all sat down and they were able to actually review the track, the new video of Butter amongst each other. And of course, as expected, all of the men had nothing but praise for the members as they watched the spectacularly charismatic music video that has taken the world by storm. And after the video has finished, Lee Hung pointed out that their old choreography focused more on the members being more perfectly in sync, and in contrast, their latest releases are a mix of synchronicity and more relaxed mood. Now, according to Son Song-duk, he explained how the members now have gained more experience as they have gone through the years and have learned to dance with each other. It is that knowledge that impacts the group's choreography. Quote, he says, they're really experienced now, and there is that energy that they give off when dancing perfectly in sync, but now their individual aura and charms are so strong. He then added how their charms need to be highlighted through the choreography of the song. He further added, the choreography is really tight when it needs to be, but it can also show off their individual charms. That's how this amazing choreography came to be. Now, during a press conference for Butter back in May of 2021, the boys of BTS revealed signs of their love for fans in the music video. According to J-Hope, he shared that the song itself is cute and energetic, so the choreography incorporated moves such as hand kisses and the sweeping back of their hair. Now, on the other hand, another member, the oldest one named Jin, he revealed that he had worked with Jungkook to hide a small sign for ARMY in the music video. Quote, he said, in the music video, we put in love we have for you guys. We tried to express the word ARMY, and Jungkook and I tried to form the letter A. However, it didn't look like an A, and so we tried changing it, and I think the result is a little better. The result actually was an entire sign for ARMY as spelled out for the boys. And literally, Jungkook and Jin put their heads together literally to get that perfect A for us. And of course, BTS released their Butter dance practice video, which surpassed 1 million likes just within 22 minutes of its release. For those of you who are new and have just noticed that there is a name change, their company was with Big Hit Entertainment, which has a new name called Big Hit Music, and their artists have all moved into a spectacular brand new building under the name HYBE that's located in Yongsan. And their new HYBE office has 26 floors and over 60,000 square meters of space for over 1,000 employees and executives. In a recent live broadcast, BTS's members Suga, J-Hope, and V all shared their first impressions about HYBE's headquarters. And according to Suga, my boo number 2, he said that, quote, the spaces are comfortable, while J-Hope agreed and said, I also like the new practice room. And according to V, I've been to the practice room and I loved it. According to Suga, he said, quote, we are using the biggest practice room exclusively, and he compared it to the size of a concert hall. And of course, the spacious room is equipped with mood lighting that will allow BTS to make a variety of practice videos as well. And one article also noted that Butter is BTS's first dance practice in their new HYBE building, and dance practice are usually a chance for us viewers to catch some of the moves that the camera might not be able to capture either in their music video or their live performances. And that's because with the dance practices, the camera is usually focused and stands still and doesn't move with the dances all in every direction per se, so everything is clear as you watch the moves. In addition, we don't get distracted by all the fancy glitz, glitter, the beauty of the fashion and the colorful hair and the makeup, so it's just the raw dance choreography, which we all love. So if you haven't seen the original practice dance video, I highly recommend that you go ahead and do that first and then come back here and watch my reaction. I'm going to do a lot of pauses, especially with these dance practice, as I give my input. Okay? So with that said, let's get started.
Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover. Don't pop like trouble, breaking into your heart like that. Cool shit.
Okay. Alright, that was an look, first of all, before we go to dance, look at this amazing studio. Black walls, recessed lighting, and then I did watch a behind the scene video in which one of the artists actually did a tour of the Hype building, and when he went to this room, he was pointing out the speakers were the kind that were up on the ceiling. You can't see them, but the speakers were like the kind you would see in a concert, okay? So the top of the art, the latest and greatest of everything. Beautiful slick wooden floor. You probably slide around in that very easily. Compared to their old practice room, you guys, they have come a long way. From a much smaller space, more cramped area per se. You know, the space and as far as the lighting and everything, you know, it's probably like the Grand Canyon to them, okay? And then let's start from the very beginning here. You're seeing a lot of moves that we don't see in the original video. They're all standing with their back leaning against the wall, and they're rolling off, or they're cascading, or I think the word in dance is called cannon. They're canning off and they're moving. They're traveling. They're using that entire space like butter melting across a pan, right? This BTS moving from the wall, cascading out one by one, or cannoning out per se, right? Kind of like as a group. And then they're doing everything from the soft, you know, soft slide movement to the head jerk that you see that's going on here, okay? And of course, they're starting with Jin. Jin is actually the oldest member of the family, and of course they're all dressed in very casual clothes. And notice they just took one step. When you watch these transition, these guys don't take more than 10 steps, probably 1 to 3 steps at the most to get into their next position. You guys, that takes practice. These guys make things look easy, and even though, and I'll talk about the level of hardness of this dance a little bit easier, but there's so many details that you don't see, you don't pay attention to, okay? One step out, there we go. There they go, traveling, smooth, jerk. Okay. When they start jerking back, when they start running one direction and then they turn back and jerk, Jimin on the end here is being the smooth criminal. Watch him for just a second. Here we go. Roll off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're doing this on 4 counts. Okay. Going back when the play on words matches the choreography. Props to the choreographer in this. Okay. So we're the part where Jungkook says hop, hop like trouble. Look at Jin. He's hitting those notes as he goes hop like trouble. He's doing a great hop, matching the choreo to the lyrics. Watch this.
Like butter, like criminal
slow-mo, quick turn.
Pop like trouble, breaking into your heart like that.
Cute. Okay, and then right there with Jungkook and V. V is in the beanie and Jungkook was in the blue. Of course, I love it when the members are, you know, interacting with each other on this, and they're making that transition. When he said breaking into your heart, he's kind of tapping V on the heart part right there. And what you don't notice is when V starts his part, V is known to wear his sunglasses on the back of his head. If you watch some of the older video, he does that a lot for some reason. That's what he's known for. So he'll pull that sunglass out the back of his head, and that's where it came from. I was wondering where those sunglasses came from. Here we go.
Like that.
There we go. He pulls it out. Look at him. So cool. That looks like almost like a Michael Jackson move where he moves to the side and then he swings like that, you know, right here. Let me show. And of course, instead of moving from stage right to the middle of the and lining themselves up to the camera, now they're moving forward, okay, forward towards the camera. Watch as he moves here.
Summer, yeah, I'm making you sweat like that. Break down. Cover, don't pop like trouble.
Pop.
Breaking into your heart like
Here it
that.
comes, move forward.
Cold shirt,
Subunit,
summer,
first subunit.
oh, and I
3.
told my mother, hot like summer.
Right
yeah,
there,
I'm
Michael
making you
Jackson
sweat
move.
like that. Break down.
Okay. And when he says, break it down. Okay, break it down. I noticed in the video that was J-Hope in the red pants there and the blonde hair. Okay, he's going to do that frame, the imaginary frame.
When I look in the mirror,
Again, the lyricism. When I look in the mirror, okay, they're forming that mirror. Just perfect timing, the lyrics and the choreo. And of course, Jin being the visual. Amazing. And of course you have the 2 side performers here. I love, you notice a lot. Now this is a subunit of what, 5 here, okay? They do a lot of subunits within the major groups. And you always have this, what I call the supporting rows. Even though you have the main singer that's doing the singing, they do an amazing job of doing their side, whatever side movements that they're doing that doesn't distract from the main singer, but actually supporting them as well.
I'm not too hard to do. I got the superstar glow, so
Okay, that when Jin he was like shooting the gun, they did a reflect, what do you call it, a domino. All of them did that one by one. And in the end there, my boo, the leader of the group in the white shirt and the shorts, that was RM, the leader, he swings it. Like he hits the bullet back like he's playing tennis, okay? And right now, of course, the choreography is simple. It is not a complex they do have very, very technically challenged choreo. Don't get me wrong, and they do go hard. But the point of this song is not about how hard. It's the smoothness to match the lyrics, right? And the mood that they're trying to portray. And of course, they're making choreo that others can also imitate and do, meaning you and I, okay? Same thing with Dynamite. That was not the most hardest choreography that they've ever done. They have many that are more complex than this that we haven't checked out, that you may have checked out already, like On, okay, or Dope, or Black Swan, okay? But this is by far very smooth and a combination, I'm going to be honest with you, a combination of somewhere between hip-hop, ballroom, Broadway musical. And because they're doing that smooth slide out, okay, that looks like a Fred Astaire move. And I said that in my music video reaction. It's like a ballroom move, okay? But then they do like pop and lock type of movements as well. And then they'll do the smooth movements for the head jerking, the shoulder moves, as you see Jimin will do, okay? They're doing, and of course they're using amazing use of the space. They're traveling from side to side or from front to back, okay? The way they get in and out of the formation, guys, if you look at it, takes less than 5 seconds. Maybe 1 to 2 seconds at the most. Watch this. There's the side step. Point, point. There's hand kiss. This is Jimin's shoulder. Okay. Jimin, you see the hair flopping? That's because he's doing the sharp shoulder moves, okay? So the hair goes flopping. And of course, J-Hope, look at these. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. The best dancers, you're looking at them right there in the group, okay? From left to right, my blueberry baby, Jungkook. He is the youngest. Then we have Jimin in the middle. He is a trained dancer by background. He does a lot of modern, watch my Black Swan video. He was the star, he was the Black Swan in that video. Modern dancing is his background. That's what he studied. Beautiful dancer, one of the best I've seen in a boy band. Then we have J-Hope, Mr. Sunshine, Hobie himself. He is a natural dancer, underground, hip-hop type of dancer. He is the dance lead for BTS. And if you watch some of his dancing, it's amazing. And of course, Jungkook is a natural dancer, okay? So this is pretty much what I call the dance line in this group. That's just my opinion, okay? You're watching the best right now, and they just are amazing to look at. Okay, that was, well, was that Bigelow? What is that move called? There's the move that J-Hope just did. I'm watching J-Hope because watch as he does that. He's coming in on the red. He's on the far right side right now, okay? Watch as he comes back. He's doing it. Exaggerated movement. He does it all out and uses sharp movements, and the roll, the body roll is amazing. Same thing with Jungkook in the blue there. Watch both of them, okay, as they do this. Love that. Smooth like butter. It's almost like they're peeling themselves apart from each other to reveal each other, okay? And I love that they're turning their back and they're revealing themselves to each other. This is another subunit. This is V on the left with the beanie, and of course Jimin. Jimin. Amazing. And look at the footwork that they're doing on this, okay? They make it look easy, you guys. It's not that easy. Yes. Sharp movement. Okay. Bad. On that note, they're turning while that was Jungkook doing the run, and even though he's doing the run, they're turning. I don't know how he does that in live, or that's going to be a backtrack, but that was amazing. So watch this transition. Again, the subunit of 4. They don't just, turn and get in place. No, they do a full turn to get into the next formation. Okay. This move right here, again, the subunit of 4 with Jin in the background that they're highlighting. Then you have V with the beanie, Jungkook, and of course Jimin. Look at their knees. Look how low he's getting. You guys, bending on your knees and putting the pressure on your knees, again, they're making this look easy. If you have a weak knee or weak ankles, you're gonna go down, okay? You're just gonna go down. That's all there is to it. And look at it. Jimin, who's a trained dancer, his knees are practically together, okay? And the arm movements they're doing, it's not just getting down, you guys. Again, this choreography, they make it look easy, but the details, there's so many details to this. They're doing a lot of, like almost jazzy hand. I don't even know how to describe it, but their hands isn't just, flailing back and forth. It's very purposeful, deliberate movement, and almost very jazz hand-like, very jazzy hands, okay? As they do this particular move, and they're doing a full circle that takes balance and strength, okay? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next transition, another subunit. Here we go. Second window, okay? This is the second mirror, okay? And it said, break it down. This is now Min Yugi. Min Yugi is one of the rapper, and now they're highlighting Jimin. Oh God, I hope I pronounce him right. Jimin. I always say Jimin, but I know it's like Jimin or something like that. And of course, the two side support dancers is V and Jungkook. Okay. Okay, this time it's Jimin shooting the gun. The first time it was Jin, and this is from stage right to I think it's stage right to the left. And this time, instead of RM is still on the end. Instead of him swatting it back, he's now catching it like a baseball. Touch, 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 touch. Look at that transition. Look how, you guys seen how close, tight they are? You don't even notice. This is how amazing this group is, okay? They make it look easy. This is 7 people, you guys. When they're making those transitions, you know how easily you can trip over somebody else's foot, trip over your own foot, bump into somebody, and they're not doing that. That takes practice, okay? That takes being aware of where you are, hitting your marks, and doing it quickly too. Watch this transition again. Moving towards the camera in the front. 3, 4. Watch this transition. Watch this transition, Jin. 1. She moves back, Jungkook moves forward. The dance break. Get it, J-Hope. Yeah. Okay. You guys, J-Hope is killing it right now. And if you're noticing how, well, like I said, not only is the choreography hitting the lyrics, it's, you know, when you say they're doing a mirror, then they would form the mirror formation. When they're hopping, saying the word hop, they're actually hopping in the song. And this time, there's no words because this is all instrumental, and they're doing the musicality. They're hitting their marks in the musicality, where it goes na-na, 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 na-na. Okay, watch this again. The choreography is amazing on you guys. You just appreciate it so much. Props to the choreographer on this. J-Hope. Okay, right there. When J-Hope sticks his leg out, you guys, that takes core strength and balance, okay? He's doing this slow-mo, so he has to hold his leg up and at least waist level for a few seconds or more. You have to have a strong core, okay, to do that, and balance, okay? Easily, you and I would be falling left and right on that within a second, okay? And J-Hope is doing this slow-mo too. He's not just holding his leg up, he's pushing it out. That takes core strength and balance, okay? Let's watch this, my J-Hope again here. He's sunshine. There he goes, pulling two numbers out. Done it, done it. Amazing. Here comes Jungkook, looking like a hot dancer. Done it. Amazing, Jungkook. Okay. And even though I'm highlighting J-Hope and Jungkook, really throughout this entire choreography, all of the boys are doing amazing. All of them. It doesn't matter their level of dance and experience or background. They look like a unified, an in-sync dance group. Okay, a dance crew is what I'm trying to say. They look amazing, and this takes practice. This takes talent. This takes, you know, getting to know each other where you are in the lineup without, like I said, crashing over each other or tripping on your own foot, you guys. In this scene now, watch this is really interesting choreography. This is transitioning to a rapper. And watch this. Okay? Okay. It was low-key bouncing. It was low-key. I don't know what do you call it? Pulsating? I don't know what the dance word for that is. But watch when Suga, the rapper, starts singing. The members are slowly, slow-mo walking it, and they're doing their bum bum, bum bum. I don't even know how to do it, but you know what I'm talking about. Watch this. It's like a heartbeat. There it goes. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. There we go. Go back. You see that transition? Back into formation. One slide. It was one step. They do a lot of the one steps in and out of their group formation, you guys. So the move. Okay, here they go. Did you see that? For those of you, I can't believe those of you who even missed that the first time, they formed the word army. Did you see that? Here we go. Okay, now this army is a little bit different. Let me move this back just a little bit here. Do it again. Okay. This army is a little bit different than what we saw in the music video. So we still have Jin and Jungkook forming the A. Now, of course, you know how hard they work to get that A perfected. So props to Jin and Jungkook literally putting their heads together to form a perfect A. Then, instead of in the video, you have Minyogi or Suga doing the R. It is now V that is doing the R, okay? And of course we have RM, his initial RM is part of ARMY. He was in the middle and still is. But then the M, V, is actually Suga. Suga is taking V, and it's usually, that V, it's actually two different people now. Suga and Jimin. It was actually V and J-Hope that formed the M in the video. And of course J-Hope doing his Y pose, which is a little bit different than Jimin. If you notice, Jimin is a trained dancer. I want to say modern dance, and so I noticed it's almost like a ballet-like foot, you know, where it's almost crossed and pointed at each other. Whereas J-Hope is an underground hip-hop kind of dancer, so he's kind of like this cool Y, okay? There we go. Now they're in a straight line, moving forward. Footwork. Up 1 second. Okay, and if you notice, when they're hopping together into the, watch when they do this, almost like this straight line. They go into formation here. 2, 3, 4, hop. When they're doing their hand kisses, I noticed throughout the different hand kisses formation, you have a couple members who would be facing one way and then a couple members that are facing the other way, so they're looking both inward towards each other versus outwards, okay? Touch, 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 side, slide, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to go back and say something about V and RM. This whole time that's been bothering me, and I have to say, okay, V with the beanie, and RM, the leader with the white and the shorts there, they have strings hanging down. I just want to go up and tie their strings. It's been dangling the whole time. It's just like, I don't know, but it's been dangling the whole time, okay? I don't know how that sounded. It's, well, you know what I mean. Anyways. Okay, that was amazing, you guys. That was BTS Butter dance practice. I love the dance practice. You see more, you appreciate more of what they really do, and you don't get distracted by the hair, the makeup, the lighting, the edits, and the cuts, which I think cuts out a lot of these amazing choreo. So I hope you enjoy that. Now, let's take a look at their fashion. I didn't even point that out yet. They're looking amazing, even during a dance practice. You want to if you want to dress like them, you know how much, of course, they are fashion ambassador for Louis Vuitton and have been with other designers. That includes, for example, Fila and the likes. So for BTS, one article said that with the release of the dance practice for their new single, Butter, since they may practice their active choreography for hours on end, which is true, they must dress comfortably. Even in baggy casual wear, the members look as stylish as ever, and I would definitely have to say for sure, the two that stood out for me really is V and J-Hope. And of course, if you want to look like RM, the leader, getting ready for summer, RM dressed in comfy khaki track shorts from the high-end streetwear clothing line Fear of God. Of course, the price tag comes as a surprise for some, and it is $495 US. His shoes, on the other hand, are a little bit more affordable in comparison. It's the old school Vans shoes, cost around $90 US. Moving on to V, Kim Tae-young. V, of course, looked especially handsome in a bright color scheme of green, yellow, and white. He wore a J.W. Anderson floral print button-up, which cost about $696 US. His Chanel shoes cost more than that, about $1,000. And at least we can afford his mustard beanie from TNP for $17 US. And J-Hope. J-Hope, Mr. Sunshine, looking like the sun himself, wore a long sleeve knit from Cactus Plant Flea Market, known for its eccentric graphics. It's a stylish streetwear brand that perfectly suits his personality, and the shirt can cost $180 US to as much as $450, especially if you buy secondhand. His red needles track pants cost $275, and his off-white checkered shoes cost $559. He accessorized the outfit with a knit headband from Stussy, which can cost as low as $25. Then we move on to Jungkook, the youngest member of the family. Jungkook dressed in Seoul-based fashion brand as he wore washed denim jeans from Anderson Bell and a bright blue sweatshirt from This Is Never That. They cost $178 and $97 respectively. His trendy black Trigega sneakers are from Versace and cost $775. Probably because I can never afford a brand, so I can't pronounce it. Okay. And we have Jimin. Jimin wore a wool blend sweater from Sephora, which cost $330. And like Jungkook, he also wore Anderson Bell washed denim. His Hannah necklace is $75. Then we have Jin. Jin is the oldest member of the family. Jin is kept it simple in a black and white combo of a button-up and trousers. He added a pop of color with the out-of-office sneakers from Off-White for $515. And finally, we have none other than my boo number 2, Suga Minyugi. He wore an oversized long sleeve logo t-shirt from Korean Parisian menswear brand called Woo Youngmi. Oh god, did I pronounce that right? Woo Youngmi? It was originally $330. He of course accessorized by wearing matching shoes and a baseball cap with skull details, which are both some of the most affordable items on the list as they're both just $60. And the new Varsity Era shoes from Vans, and the 940 cap is from New Era Cap Company. So with that said, that wraps up my reaction for the Butter Dance Practice music video. If you like my reaction, please give this reaction a big like, and if you get a chance, check out all of my other video reactions. Would love to get some feedback and let me know what you think. And of course, feel free to share some comments. I love hearing from you guys and interacting with you guys. And of course, if you want to, go ahead and subscribe. So until next time, I hope everyone takes care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.